Hey everybody, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina Kristina, and it's my birthday, and I got a gift, a card, and a card from Hallmark. See? See? That's it. See my big party? We're having a rocking time. I'm sorry, I'm just down today, just having a little bit of a moment because sit one little Kiffy. Should I open it or should I wait? I don't know. You give me something to look forward to. Could you? There's this lady and she has 200,000 subscribers and she's been on like 3 years. Well, this is my second year. I haven't even made it to 200 yet. But because it's my birthday. And I finished my series. And now I gotta wait till September for the next book. I finished my reread. And I'm gonna go do some other series now. I finished my 2 comfort series. I finished Janet and we're done. 58. JD Robb. Random in Death. And I'm sad. On my birthday. I finished. Yeah, I got a pile over there to read, but I'm like, but I finished. Sorry. I got a present. But your present could be a subscribe or a like. But you know what? Shoot, where my guys? Where's my thing? If you're gonna subscribe and like, please stay subscribed and liked. Because every time I get a bunch of subscribers, let's say I get 5 subscribers, 6 of you unsub. So I always end up in the negative for the week. So it's my birthday week. But I'd appreciate it. I do these videos every single day. We're back to doing Flashback Mondays. The other day I tried an experiment with Flashback Monday. Oh, good God. See, the week before, I did a Flashback Monday, and the video took 7 hours to upload. And, oh, that's right, I forgot. I had my comfort cat back then, too. He's gone, too. I just remembered Sinatra passed away. My first birthday without my cat. Yeah, Smokey. But he was different. Let's see. I hadn't planned on doing this. But, oh, excuse me. I gotta blow my nose. Sorry. There's my baby. If you check out my videos, for last year, he's in quite a few of them. And, there's a couple where he's dying. He's not in the video, but I'm talking about it. He died very suddenly. He was 18. He had gotten a clean bill of health from the vet the week before. Just a point of note, the be-all, end-all blood test these vets do, it won't diagnose a brain tumor. And his mother had died of a brain tumor 10 years earlier, but he lived to 18. Most of my cats usually live to 20 or 22. So and he was fine. He was absolutely fine. He was diabetic, though. He was getting his insulin. That may have contributed to it a little bit. But he was fine. He was absolutely fine. He was being a normal self, and he was really active. And one day he had a seizure, and I think it was the seizure medicine that killed him, because it paralyzed him, and he couldn't eat and drink. And when he couldn't eat and drink, his diabetes went out of whack, and it took a week. He was gone in 7 days. And people kept telling me, oh, it's, normal and stuff. But because he was diabetic and he wasn't eating, I should have stopped the medicine. I shouldn't have given it to him. I should have taken him back to the vet. I shouldn't have listened to everybody. Sorry. So anyways, and because of that, and because this is the last one till September, I've been through all of them. I've done all the videos. Please go check them all out. I started with Naked. I did an unboxing yesterday. So Eve Dallas, if you don't know, we'll have to start with book 1, Naked in Death, Glory in Death, Immortal in Death, and the rest of them. But this book was so awesome. Eve Dallas is a lieutenant in the New York City Police and Security Department. Her husband is Rourke. Her partner is Peabody. Her best friend is Mavis Freestone. She's a rock star now. They're forever mentioning that she was a former grifter. I'm waiting for the day where they don't talk about that anymore. Leonardo is a fashion designer. McNabb is Peabody's cohab spouse, and he's also a detective in the EDD division. Feeney is her mentor, and he's captain of EDD now. He was her mentor in the beginning. And Whitney is her boss, and Mira is the department shrink. And Nadine First is a reporter and has her own news show and has written 2 books, The Eye Cove and The Red Horse Theory. And we get appearances, we catch up with some other characters. That was so nice to see. This book was so good. It had the mystery, and it had a little extra in the characters, and it was so nice. I enjoyed it immensely. I actually took my time in reading it, so it took. I stretched it over 2 days. Usually I'd be finished in a couple hours, but I really, 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 really wanted to stretch this out. I even did some audio. As you know, I have all my books on audio. I have most of these on audio, book on CD. Now they're on Audible from now on. But if you know, Nadine has a boyfriend, Jake Kincaid with Avenue A. That's like a Bruce Springsteen type band, I guess. That's just my assumption. And because Feeney compares them as the classics. And they're appearing at their home bar. And here is a really nice picture of said bar. This is so awesome. And there's a little bit of a mystery in there. These covers are getting better and better and better. The book covers. They used to be plain for a few years, and I don't know who decided it. Say, hey, Nora, how about we do this with the bookcases? Or maybe she decided. Maybe she said, hey, can we do something with the jackets? But whatever, they've been awesome. They were absolutely awesome. So, are you gonna help mommy celebrate her birthday today? Are you gonna be a good girl? Are you gonna be a good girl today? Huh? So you're gonna have to stick with me because I am gonna read the heck out of this book. I am gonna spoil the heck out of this book. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's my birthday, and I'm gonna enjoy it. My little birthday present. I wonder what's in here. Can you hear it? It's making a little bit of a noise. So we'll have to see. So where were we? Oh yes. It's so sad. The victims are so sad. Hey, no eating my present. No eating my present. The two victims. There's more than the several victims. It's so sad because they all had such potential. They were all such great young ladies. They all had really good potential. In some previous books, the victims have been drug addicts, whatever. But these girls were really massively excellent. And we also run into Louise and Charles. We haven't seen them in a while. Louise D'Amato is a doctor, and she married Charles Monroe, who was a licensed companion, but now he's a sex therapist. So we get to catch up on all these characters, and it's so much fun. The story itself, you feel bad for the victims and all, but I like all the interactions with the characters this time around. Jenna Harbaugh begged and pleaded with her parents to attend a concert of Avenue A. She has dreams of being a singer, a songwriter, and she's made a demo tape, and she wants to give it to Jay Kincaid. And she's so, she's driven on her music career. She's 17, I believe, and she's doing well in school and everything. Her parents are, her mother's a doctor, and she's got all these dreams. And she one night a year, this particular bar locks up all their alcohol and has a teen party. Under 21, and this is Jenna's dream to meet Avenue A and to give them her demo disc. So her and her two besties go to this party, and while she's in the middle of dancing and having a massively good time and trying to get the courage up to give Jake her CD, somebody stabs her, and she dies in Jake Kincaid's arms. It's massively, massively sad. Eve is spending and Nadine is there too. Nadine supporting Jake and his concert. So she witnesses some of this too. Eve, on the other hand, is spending the night at home with Rourke, adult situations, and a movie vid that blows up stuff. Eve doesn't really care for plot. She just wants to see stuff explode. And she wants popcorn with a cup of salt and a cup of butter. Rourke is like, that's a little too much, but that's just Eve, how she is. I'm surprised she doesn't get diabetes one day with all she has pancakes or waffles, and she'll put a cup of syrup on the pancakes and waffles. But Rourke does torture her with oatmeal a couple of days a week, so I guess that does equal it out. So after this happens, Nadine tags Eve, and Eve goes to the scene, and after she determines, yes, it is a murder, she tags Peabody and Morris, the ME. We check up on Morris. We get to Dickhead. We also have a little bit with Harvo, the Queen of Hair and Fiber. So after everything's done at the scene, well, the first part anyway, Eve and Rourke go to notify the parents, and they are neighbors to Louise and Charles. And Rourke is just like, he's so devastated. He's like, Eve, I know you do this, but how do you do this? This is so heart-wrenching to have to go tell parents that their kid's dead. It's just horrible. And he has a moment. And my first quote, because like I have said in the past, I have to share my enjoyment of these books with you. Especially the J.D. ROBB books. I just have to share it with you. Oh, where's that quote? This is a little before that, but I don't know why I wanted this. I thought this was the quote. Did I write? Oh, I know it's here. I can't find it, but it was, or maybe it'll come up again. Don't be insulted if I tell you you think like a cop. It's supposed to be a compliment or something. I can't find it, but oh, this is the thing. Rourke is explaining to Eve that Avenue A plays there one night for the teenage crowd. He told me about it just the other day. He gave a workshop at the school. Apparently, they had their first paying gig there when they were still of age, and that's Avenue A. So let's get on to the next one. Oh, I didn't write this page down, but I know it was at the top of Eve gets to the her and Rourke have made the notifications, and she's come back to the venue to do some more investigating. And she walks up. She's talking to the cop at the door, and she says, "Can you tell me where to find Detective Peabody?" "Yeah, Pretty in Pink. She's back of the house talking to more kids." And later on, it's referred to PIP, Pretty in Pink. She returns to the club. She does some more investigation. She finds a major clue. She's gonna read in Feeney because he's a huge Avenue A fan, and now through Eve he's gotten to know them, and Nadine he's gotten to know them. He would kill her if she didn't bring him in, so she's gonna bring him in, and he's gonna prove useful. And this happened on a Saturday, so the next day is Sunday, and Eve is still investigating. So she says to Rourke, let's see. "What are you going to do while I'm essential? I imagine I'll find my something." This is between Eve and Rourke. "I imagine I'll find something to occupy myself." As she hooked on her weapon harness, she lifted her eyebrows at him. "You're going to work, aren't you? Maybe buy a small country?" "Only a small one. It's Sunday, so on the small side." "Ah, I see. Actually, I might wander out and take a look at your new property. You'll need to think of a name for the club there. You won't want to call it Stoners." "That asshole, there you go. We'll call it Stoners and Asshole. Truth doesn't always ring." When she grabbed the jacket, he walked out with her. You don't know how to name things or actually own them either. You do it. You name it. It's your place. You bought it. Ah, well, we'll think of something. Why don't you print out what you want on your board? I'll set it up. Now, remember a couple of books ago, Eve did what we've wanted her to do forever. She had walked by this place so she could fire the bartender because he was a creep, and because of what he did, someone was dead because of negligence. It wasn't directly his fault, but because he didn't report the girl missing, they it was a thing. So Eve had him buy the place. So Rourke bought the bar and the building. So they're discussing what to name it. So then Eve does her murder board, and she goes to see Morris after that, with Peabody, and they interview Jake and Nadine. They come in for re-interviews, and Jake and Nadine are here. I can throw myself on the sword and block Nadine. No need. She may have seen something she didn't think of last night. Good, because I hate throwing myself on the sword. Why would anybody do that? Peabody hiked her shoulders. Death before dishonor? Death ends you. You come back from dishonor. Let's do this in the lounge. So then they talk with Jake and Nadine, and she has to reassure Jake that there was absolutely nothing he could do. It's just, it's very sad. And then I don't know why I cliffhangered so many pages. They're trying to, Eve is reenacting the scene. So she has Peabody jabber. So we'll get that. And they name the club. Later on, after investigating and after more stuff happens, and Eve is home, and this is going to be Monday, and this is a huge spoiler. Huge spoiler. More than happy to turn the wheel over to Rourke, Eve kicked back in her seat as they drove home. He gave her leg an affectionate rub. It meant a lot to them having you I absolutely love the fact that they took time out from the investigation to spend time with Mavis, Leonardo, Peabody, and McNabb at the new house, and they had a meal. And it was very, very, very nice. She got to see more of the improvements. The gates of the great house project opened when she pulled up to them. The exterior looked as it had the last time. Finished, homey, happy. Flowers and trees, green grass, the wide porch, the tall trees. As she parked, Rourke walked around from the back of the house. Odd, she thought. Though it had only been hours since she'd left him, it felt like days. Rourke took one look at her. You look tired, Lieutenant, as are you, Peabody. We're on the back patio. Come sit a while. So they go out to the patio, and there's Bella there, and Mavis and Leonardo, and they have fresh French fries from the garden, burgers. She's have a salad made from items from their own garden, and it's just really, really nice. And it's a really nice couple pages of it's just really awesome. I enjoyed the character interactions tremendously. So they're on the way home, and Eve says, Mavis pulled carrots out of the ground. She knew they were carrots even though the carrot parts in the ground, and I knew how to yank them out of the ground. Then what to do with them after that, it both baffled and amazed. When I first met her, the closest she had come to a carrot would have been sliding by them in a market on her way to steal a candy bar. Eve considered even after she lifted somebody's wallet. It was a lovely salad. She put those flowers in it, the nasty ones. Nasturtiums. Right, those. It's weird eating flowers even though they're well tasty. And you're showing Leonardo how to cook burgers. Peabody's making fries from potatoes. McNabb's dancing around with the kid on his shoulders. Where does she get that laugh? It's like somebody on a happy juice in an asylum. And they go on to talk more about the case. And so then the next day they do some more investigating, and there's another murder that evening. And when they get to the murder scene, I don't have to. When they get to the murder scene, it was in a park. We run into Jamie Langstrom, who is the first person to ever almost successfully break into Eve and Rourke's house way back when his sister was murdered. And Quilla, Nadine's new assistant. Apparently, Quilla and Jamie are not potentially romance dating. Sorry, but they're good friends and they've been working together a little bit. Jamie is trying to be a police officer, and Rourke is trying to keep Jamie in his company because Jamie is so excellent with computers. And Quilla is destined to be a reporter like Nadine. She's Nadine's protege, and they go on for it. They do some more interviews. They do some more investigating. They go see Harvo and Thickhead the next day for those investigations. And she's walking with Peabody. And like I said, this is another moment. I like to share these moments. I'm going to say I just doubled my money and buy that cote. COCOTTE. As they walked to the lab, Eve tried to resist, ordered herself not to consider asking, then gave up. What the hell is a cote? COCOTTE. A pot. A French cooking pot. I bet Somerset's got one. I want it for my fabulous kitchen, but it's like $900. Eve stopped dead. $900 for a pan? A pot. A French pot. Does the price include going to France to buy it? If only, Peabody said dreamily. But since I doubled my money, I can afford it. I just have to decide what color. I may go for red because big pop of color there, but the blue is so gorgeous. And it was fictional money. She hadn't actually it was just conversational. So they do some more investigation. We have a situation with Rourke. It's been mentioned several times in the past. Come here. I gotta put my legs out. Come here. I'm getting old. We've had a situation in the past, and it's the only thing that Eve held firm on. She's living with Rourke. He's her husband. She accepts all the food he buys for her. She accepts that she's living in his house rent-free, not paying any of the bills. He's buying her clothes like crazy because every time she goes into her closet, the closet fairies have added new merchandise. So she's accepted all of that. But the one thing, fine, go, go, go. But the one thing she won't accept is the cash. She's very firm on that fact that she won't accept the cash. And we will have on my birthday. On my freaking birthday, I cut myself off. Oh, that means this video is going to take forever to upload. So I was saying before, and we'll get back to it, about Eve's, like she'll accept Rook's, the clothing and the house and the car, but it's the actual physical cash. The fact that she's still dealing with cash in the 2060 time frame instead of all Bitcoin or something else is interesting, that they're still dealing with cash. And I mean, even in today's age, most people just use a card anyway. So because Rook gave her money, and there'll be a bigger discussion later, for the first time ever, Eve hits the cash machine to get cash so she can pay Rook back, because she hates, even though they're married and even though they're a couple and everything should be share, Eve does not see it that way. Her lieutenant salary goes into her own bank account still. And yes, Rook has set up other bank accounts for her. But this particular account is hers and hers alone, not something set up by Rook. And he will also consider the bank accounts he set up for her, hers and hers alone. But she don't see it that way. She believes that it's still his money. So she doesn't want to touch it. So for the first time ever in a Eve Dallas book, Eve hits the cash machine so she can pay Rook back the money he gave her that morning. They had a big discussion about it, and I guess I didn't write down the page, but it's here. So, and they get to Central, and I love Quilla's speech. It's just awesome. A little further. Quilla is, she's working at the police station doing interviews. She was allowed to do a segment on the EDD department at Central, and she wants to do one on homicide, and Eve is against it at first. But 10 minutes into work, she heard footsteps. 2 sets, unfamiliar. Jamie and Quilla stepped into her doorway. Really? Was all she could think of. Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant. Then don't, she suggested. Sir, Jamie stuck with the formal. Captain Feeney sent me. Was actually with Rourke today, but my supervisor said if I finished my work in progress, I could shift to EDD. So I did. But the captain said I should get your permission to assist on the investigation. The kid had skills. She needed skills. Then you have it. That doesn't explain you, she pointed at Quilla. You're not an e-geek. Actually, she's got... Eve cut Jamie off with a look. Was I addressing you, civilian intern? No, sir. Geez, harsh. I'm pretty good, he was going to say, but I'm here on a project. Just pop down with Jamie. Eve started to say pop out again, but curiosity got her out. What project? I got permission from the school and Nadine and Feeney to do a story on EDD. I can do interview as long as I don't impede any work. And Feeney has to review and sign off on the final before I turn it in. So I just love what Quilla says here, and there's more, and you can read that for yourself. But then we run into Peabody, and it's a cute exchange with Eve. Um, they're really cute together. In the elevator, Ernie squeezed in with other cops. Eve turned to Peabody. Put that in my head, I'll kill you in your sleep. I don't sleep at Central. I'll break into your apartment. McNabb's right there with me. I'm a cop, for Christ's sake. I'll kill you quick and quiet. Then plant evidence that implicates McNabb. You'll be dead. He'll be in a cage for life. It could work, the uniformed crowbarred in behind them speculated. Oh, Eve said, it'll work. And after I allow a single tear to slide poignantly down my cheek at her memorial, I'll go home and drink an entire bottle of celebrational wine and never ever think about a pair of teenagers are doing with and to each other. I said just cute, Peabody mumbled. Eve wiped her finger across her throat. Quick and quiet. And she has to be measured. She pointed at a girl of about 8 sulking on the beach. So they do some more of that. They go do some interviews, some store interviews, go interview witnesses. And then she talks to Rourke a little bit and tells him about Quilla and Jamie. And he already knew. He always knows. She's always a little late on the finding out. So they're doing more interviews with different stores and stuff to get more leads. And I like to share these moments with you. I like to share the characters with you because I enjoy the characters so much, and it's my birthday, so you'll have to share this with me. They're gonna have spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, and that's her weakness. She loves spaghetti and meatballs. Spaghetti meatballs, pizza, Eve's 2 favorite meals. But this is back to the money situation that I was talking about before, I think. She started to nod again, then remembered and dug a hand in her pocket. As he rose, she held out the cash she pulled. He looked at her with eyes suddenly and dangerously clear. Why in bloody hell would you want to start a row? I don't. I've got too much to do to fight, so just listen, okay? Listen. I know we've been here before and mostly resolved things. I get you think it's insulting, especially since you buy all my damn clothes and whatever goes into the spaghetti I'm about to eat. But that's just not it. What is it then? It's on me, completely on me. I hate that I can't at least shove a part of it on you. We should schedule a fight then when I had more time. And she had to admit I'd like that a hell of a lot better. Should I check my book? He asked. Her hackles, whatever the hell they were, went up hard when he used that tone. But no, because F it, it's on me. I've gotten careless and that makes me feel stupid and well careless. I didn't run short before you. Maybe skim close to it, but I paid more attention. I had to, okay? I got to sort this out so I can pay rent and get crap coffee like that. Now I don't pay attention. Not enough. I forget to pay attention. You don't need to, but I do. I do need to. Do you want me to feel stupid? He only lifted his eyebrows. It would seem that is in your hands, not mine. Turning away, she tried counting to 10. Maybe made it to 5. This money thing makes me feel stupid and makes you feel insulted, which would be in your hands, Ace. He slid his hands in his pockets, felt the gray button he carried. A cheap suit, loose threads, and she'd given him a talisman he carried everywhere. I suppose it is. Regardless, it should be somewhere in the marriage rules that what we have we share, the good and the bad of it. It's probably in there, she muttered. I just need to pay you back. It doesn't mean anything to you, a few hundred, but it does to me, especially since I damn well know I'm going to get comfortable and careless again. Then I'll feel stupid and annoyed with both of us when you peel off a few hundred and hand it to me like I'm my wife. She tried one more careful breath. You stupid, careless wife. You're neither of those things. Her eyes narrowed. I say we pretty much matched on that one. Difficult to disagree. I need to pay you back so it's not such a big stupid deal every time for both of us. It's just a loan. Not a here, dumbass. You can't keep enough cash in her pocket to pay for a slice of babka. Let me peel off a few from the wad in my pocket of my $1,000,000 suit. And it makes me feel more of a dumbass when I put the damn cash in the pocket of pants I not only didn't have to buy, I didn't have to think about buying. So I need to pay it back. That's it. So that's what happens. Then, because there's been a couple of more murders, unlike the Patterson books, the Women's Murder Club books, where Boxer's boss would just go ahead and call the feds or whatever, make those decisions without consulting Boxer. Whitney, on the other hand, will consult Eve and talk it through with her and let her give him the pros and cons of if they should do this or if they don't. And Eve talks him out of it, and she gives him her reasons why she doesn't feel they need the feds yet. Then they do some more talking. She does call Agent Tisdale. She makes a brief appearance. Agent Tisdale is our FBI agent, and she's made several visits throughout the series, so we're familiar with her. She just makes a really brief appearance, and it's kind of off stage. It's on the telephone. But another cute little scene is Peabody they had pizza at one of the victims' houses, and I thought of doing a pizza oven in my Mago new kitchen. Too late for that, but I could build one. Build an oven? What the hell, Peabody? I could, outside with the grill. Do a kind of outdoor kitchen. Brick oven pizza, maybe wood burning. Man, that would be a really fun project. Your definition of fun doesn't approach the same universe as my definition of fun. You'd have fun eating pizza made in my new wood brick oven. There is that. Make the tags. So I'm going to leave you with that because it's just such an awesome book. And it ends awesomely too, even Rocco on vacation. So that's nice too. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And are you still here? What do you think? Should I open or should I save it for later? I don't even know what's in here. It's a box. It's a plain box. We'll wait. It's the only one I've got. We'll wait. Later. Something to look forward to. We have to wait till September now. Please hit the like and subscribe and let me know I'm doing a good job. I hope you enjoyed this book as much as I did and all the spoilers. Thank you so much for spending my birthday with me. Most appreciative. Thank you.